And today we will be continuing with the topic linear equations in two variables. So here I begin first sharing my screen. I guess you all are able to see the screen. Okay, okay, please wait. Thank you for letting me know that I have to disable the annotations. All right, so we begin now. So welcome back to today's class. We will be looking at linear equations in two variables, and we have done most of the chapter has been already completed. We will be looking at the last part today. So here we start. We always start with a brain exercise, right students? But today again we will do it at the end of the class. Fine. First practice few problems and then at last we will do the brain drill. So let's begin with a quick revision. So what is a linear equation in two variables? For all those who are new today, what is a linear equation in two variables and how to identify it? So we look at the highest degree, that should be 1. The number of variables should be 2. And of course, that should be an equal to sign because that makes it an equation. Linear equation in two variables. Linear means the degree is 1, 2 variables, and the equation has an equal to sign. Fine. And then we look at the standard form. The standard form of linear equation in two variables is ax plus by plus c equals to 0, where a, b, c are constants and a and b cannot be equal to 0. Fine. With that, we will be also looking at today, why is it called linear? Linear has a word line, right? So the graph of these type of equations, they always are of a line, like they form a line. So let me quickly share another tool here, and we will be looking at how the graphs look. So there, I will be typing in equations here. Let us say, let me put in a linear equation in two variables. So for example, I am entering 2x plus 3y equals to, let's say 9. Yes. So you can just check. I have entered the equation over here. This is 2x plus 3y equals to 9. And you can see over here, the graph looks like a straight line. Now students, let us also try out what will happen if the degree is 2. What will happen if the degree is 2? Let me change this degree. So now the question has changed to 2x squared plus 3y equals to 9. And now you can clearly see the graph. The graph has turned into, a parabola, right? You can see that it is no more a straight line. It is no more a straight line, correct? So linear equations, they always have straight lines. Again, if I change this to a straight, to degree 1 equation, let me put up any number, let's say again 7x. So you all can check 7x plus 3y equals to 9. The graph will be a straight line. It is not a curve. It is not any curve, it is always a straight line. If you wish, we can also put in some negative numbers and check. Like if I enter in a negative sign over here, now the equation is 7x minus 3y equals to 9. Again, you can see here the graph is still a straight line. So linear equation in two variables, they always have the graph as a straight line, and that's why they are called as linear. Fine. With that, let us move back to our revision part. So here we are back, and we did few examples. So linear equations can be written in by using any sort of variables. It is not necessary to be x and y always. It can be any two variables. Like you can see st in the first equation and pq in the second equation. Also, we did what is the meaning of simultaneous equations. So simultaneous equations means when we are looking at two equations at a time, when we are looking at linear equations in two variables, two of them at a time, that is called as simultaneous equations. Also, it can be called as system of linear equations. It can be also called as system of linear equations. So these are various names, and then we check how to solve linear equations. How do we solve? There are four methods: elimination method, the graphing method, substitution method, and the Kramer's method. Even though we are not using all of them, but you should know them. Which methods are there to solve the same type of problem? So there are four types of these methods. We will be doing graphing method, Kramer's method in the higher classes. For class 9th, we are looking at elimination and substitution. And for this class, that is for this academic year, we are looking at only the elimination method for class 9th. And then we have looked at very simple linear equations to complex linear equations and how to work on them and how to solve them. We have completed this part. And also yesterday we did something very interesting, that was working with word problems. And we know what are the various type of word problems. They can be on numbers, they can be on age, those problems can be on fractions, on money transactions, on speed, distance, time, and lastly geometrical properties. So there are various applications of linear equation in two variables in real life. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that interesting? So you must know this topic very nicely because it has lots and lots of applications. With that, we will quickly start working on few word problems. These questions are from your textbook, from the practice set. So let me change my screen now. And I know you all are going to solve this with me. We start with the first problem. The question is, the total number of lions and peacocks in a certain zoo is 50. The total number of their legs is 140. Then find the number of lions and peacocks in a zoo. So what are we asked to find, students? We are asked to find the number of lions and the number of peacocks, right? So how do we begin? We always start with setting up variables for the unknowns. Here we don't know what is the number of lions and peacocks. So we start with setting up variables. We say let the number of lions be L and the number of peacocks be P. Ganesh Chaudhary from Sodawala School, please stop requesting for control over camera. And the number of peacocks is equal to P. So how do we begin? We started with the number of lions. Let the number of lions be L and the number of peacocks be P. With that, we will look at the first condition. So as per the first condition, what is the first condition? The first condition is the total number of lions and peacocks is 50. The total is 50. So this is very straight and very easy. Total of peacocks and lions is equal to 50. So we are going to just replace the names or the words with mathematical symbols. Total, the meaning of the word total is sum. So we are going to add L and P, that will make it to be 50. So L plus P is equal to 50. That is the first equation. That gives us the first equation. Now we move to the second condition. So we will write the step as per the second condition. As per the second condition. What is the second condition? Total number of their legs is 140. Now this is interesting. Total number of legs is equal to 140. Now let us quickly do some rough work. There are peacocks and there are lions, correct? How many legs do lion have? There are 4 legs, right? And how many legs does a peacock have? That is 2 legs, correct? So we have started with L number of lions and P number of peacocks. So L lions will have 4 L legs and P number of peacocks will have 2 P legs. We are multiplying the number of legs into number of lions. So that gives us 4L, and peacocks will have 2 P legs. Total number of peacocks will have 2 P legs, and the total sum of them is 140. So that is how we get the second equation. 4L plus 2P, that is equals to 140. And we are going to simplify the equation. Always when you get the equation, you should try to simplify it as much as possible. So we look at the common factors. What is common number or the common factor for 4, 2 and 140? Yes, the common factor is 2. All the numbers are divisible by 2. So we are going to divide each term by 2. We are dividing each term by 2. So that will give us, this will be 2L plus P equals to 70. That gives us the second equation. And now students, you know the next steps from here. That is, we are going to solve equation 1 and 2 by using elimination method. So first step is to look at the terms, the P terms and the Q terms. Which is easy? To cross out the L terms or to cross out the P terms? Yes, we clearly see that the P terms are same, exactly same, and the L terms are L and 2L. So let me quickly write down the equations. The equation is L plus P equals to 50, and the second one is 2L plus P equals to 70, right? What will help? Adding or subtracting? Yes, subtracting. So we are going to subtract these two equations. So we must write out the step subtracting second equation from 1. We are going to subtract, right? And you know the important note that we always write aside. The most important part when we are subtracting is to change the signs of the bottom row. We need to change signs of the bottom row and then we combine the terms. So change signs of the bottom row and combine the terms. First, we are going to change the sign now. So 2L is plus 2L, that will become minus 2L, plus P will be minus P, and plus 70 will change to minus 70. P minus P will get crossed out. What are we left with? We are left with L minus 2L equals to 50 minus 70. What is 1L minus 2L? That is minus 1L. We give sign of greater number. Greater is 2. That is equals to 50 minus 70. That is equal to 20. And again, we give sign of greater number. Greater is 70. So that's a negative sign. And we know on both the sides, the negative signs will get crossed out. And that gives us the number of lions, that is 20. That's how we got L. And what will be the next step? The next step will be to substitute. We substitute L equals to 20 in any one of the two equations and solve for P. So substituting, we are going to substitute. I hope you all are solving with me. Substituting L equals to 20 in, let's use equation 1. So that is L plus P equals to 50. We replace L with 20. So 20 plus P equals to 50, and then we shift this 20 to other side. So plus 20 on that side would move and it would become minus 20, and that's how we get P. So P equals to 50 minus 20, that is P equals to 30. That gives us the number of peacocks. And now we will do the closing part. How that can be done? The conclusion, we write the conclusion as, therefore, the number of peacocks, therefore, just a minute. Therefore, the number of peacocks is equals to 30 and the number of lions is, yes, that is equals to 20. That completes the solution. So first step, identify what is asked and set the variables. Second step, looking at the conditions, you should try to frame equations. And third step, solving it using elimination method, you will get L and P. And the last step is the conclusion part. You need to write out the sentences as per the question. So that completes the problem in major 4 steps. Let us move to the next question now. That is our second question. The sum of ages of Priyanka and Deepika is 34 years. Priyanka is elder to Deepika by 6 years, then find their today's ages. How do we start with this problem? With identifying what is asked. We are asked to find the present age or today's age of Priyanka and Deepika. So we start with setting up the variables. We say, let the present age of Priyanka be, let's say, P, and the present age of Deepika be D. So we are going to use two variables, P and D. It is your wish. You can use X, Y, L, M, N, any such variables. And then we look at the first condition. As per the first condition. What is the first condition? It says sum of the ages of Priyanka and Deepika is 34 years. Sum of their ages is 34 years. So what is the meaning of the word sum? Yes, you all already know it. Sum is addition. So we are going to add sum of P and D, that is equal to 34. So adding P and D, we get 34. This is the first equation. Now we look at the second condition. So we say, as per the second condition. Students, what is the second condition? Priyanka is elder to Deepika by 6 years. That means Priyanka is elder and Deepika is younger. So whenever we subtract a greater minus smaller, the difference would be, as they have given, Priyanka is elder to Deepika by 6 years. That means the difference of their ages is given. So we are given that P minus D is equal to 6. One is elder, the other is younger. So always put the elder age first, the elder one first, and subtract the younger one. So that would be giving us the difference. So here it is P minus D equals to 6. That is our second equation. So the first step, to set the variables. Second, to identify the equations. And now we move to the third step, the easiest one. You all enjoy doing that. That is solving by elimination method. So we look at the two equations and we see that D terms have same coefficient with opposite signs. And we will be adding them, right? Adding them will eliminate D. So what should be the statement? that would be adding equations 1 and 2. So adding equations 1 and 2. P plus D is equal to 34 and P minus D is equals to 6. We are going to add them up, right? So plus D and minus D gets crossed out. We are left with 2P, and that is equals to how much? That is equals to 34 plus 6. That would be 40. And then this 2 on this side would move to the other side. That is 2 is in multiplication over here. It moves to the other side and becomes division. So the step would be P equals to 40 over 2. That gives us P equals to 20. That means the age of Priyanka, the present age of Priyanka is 20 years. And then the last step, what is the last step? To find Q, to find D, right? That is the present age of Deepika. So we substitute P in any one of the equations. Substituting P equals to 20 in any one of the equations. Let's use the first equation. So substituting in equation 1 is P plus D equals to 34. We are replacing P with 20 plus D as it is equals to 34 as it is. And then 20 moves to the other side. 20 is in addition over here. It would move to the other side, and that would be subtraction. So D equals to 34 minus 20, and that gives us D equals to 14. So we got Deepika's age also. And then we are going to just sum up or conclude this problem stating the ages. Therefore, the present age of Priyanka, that is equal to, the present age of Priyanka is equal to 20 years, and the present age of Deepika is equal to 14 years. Correct? So that completes this problem. You can just take an overview of this problem. It says, we started with the step 1. Let me number the steps for you. The first step was to set the variables. Second step is to identify or frame the equations. Third step, to eliminate using the elimination method, find the terms, find the variables, find the unknowns. And the last step, that is step 4, we write the conclusion in the correct way as per the question. With that, let us move to the next question. I hope you all are working out these problems with me. And that's the third question. So step 1, always start with looking for what is asked. So what is asked over here? Find the number of 5 rupee and 10 rupee notes. So there are some 5 rupee notes and there are some 10 rupee notes in an envelope. It is stated that in an envelope there are 5 rupee notes and some 10 rupee notes. Total amount of these notes together is 350 rupees. Number of 5 rupee notes are less by 10 than number of 10 rupee notes. Then we are asked to find the number of 5 rupee notes and 10 rupee notes. All right. So how do we begin with this problem? We start with stating the variables. We are going to set up the variables first. So let the number of 5 rupee notes be equal to x, and the number of 10 rupee notes equals to y, right? And what is the first condition? So as per the first condition, what can we say? Let me highlight the first condition. It says the total amount of these notes together is 350 rupees. Total amount of these notes together is 350 rupees. So we have to find the total amount. Now, what do you mean by total amount? Suppose, for example, if there are some 5 rupee notes with me, and let's say the total amount with me is rupees 15. So how many notes would be there? 5 times something, that should be equal to 15, right? So what we do, we multiply, we divide, right? Dividing, we get the number of notes. That means we have to multiply the number of notes with 5, correct? Another way, if I explain it, it would be like if I have 10 notes, if I have 10 notes of rupees 5, then what will be the total amount? How do we find the total amount? We multiply, correct? We multiply 5 with the number of total notes. Now here, for this problem, we don't know what are the notes. So the X notes, and we have rupees 5 notes, correct? So rupees 5 X notes, we need to multiply. So that would be 5X. The total amount would be 5X. Same way, we are having Y notes. We don't know the number of notes. Y notes of rupees 10. So again, to get the total amount, we need to multiply. So 10 times Y, that would be 10Y. That would give the total amount of rupees 5 notes and the total amount of rupees 10 notes. And as per the first condition, it says the total amount of these notes together is rupees 350. That means the total amount of 5 rupees notes and 10 rupees notes total is 350. With that, we get our first equation, that is 5x plus 10y, that would equal to 350 rupees. Correct? That would equal to 350 rupees. So as per the first condition, we are given that 5x plus 10y, that is equal to 350. This is our first equation. Now we look at the second condition to find the second equation. So what is the second condition? We state, as per the second condition, as per the second condition. Now we are going to look at the second condition. So what is the second condition? Number of 5 rupee notes are less by 10. They are less by 10 than the number of 10 rupee notes. So number of 5 rupee notes, that is equal to X, correct? So 5 rupee notes are less by how much? They are less by 10 than which notes? Than the 10 rupee notes. And we have denoted the 10 rupee notes to be Y. So we are going to frame an equation from this statement. Okay, and how do we frame it? So that would be, here X are less, the number of notes, that is X is less by 10 than Y. Now when X is less, we will subtract the greater from the, we will subtract less from the greater, right? So X is less than Y. So that should give us Y minus X. Now be very careful, students. If you write X minus Y, that would give you a wrong answer. All right. So first you need to understand what is lesser and what is greater in the given condition. It is clearly stated that X are less by 10 than Y. X is less than Y, and that's why it would be Y minus X. That is equal to 10. Greater minus smaller is 10, right? This is our second equation, but we need to write it in standard form. What is the standard form? The X term first and then the Y term, that is equals to the constant. So we are going to write the X term first. What is the X term? That is X, but the sign of X is minus. Whatever sign is in front of the term, that is its sign. It will move with that sign. So it will be minus X plus Y equals to 10. That is the second equation. Okay, once again, I will just quickly revise on how we got this equation. So it is given that X are the number of 5 rupee notes are less by 10 than the number of 10 rupee notes. So X is clearly less than Y, and we subtract the greater minus smaller. So Y minus X will give us 10. We got this equation, but then we need to put it in standard form. The standard form is ax plus by equals to 6, right? So x term first. The sign of x term is negative. So it will move with this negative sign. Minus x plus y gives us 10. That is the second equation. Minus x plus y equals to 10. This is the second equation. Okay, students, I hope that is clear so far. And now the best part, we are solving by elimination method to find x and y. So let us look at the two equations. We check the x terms and the y terms, correct? So the x terms and y terms. 5x plus 10y is equal to 350 and minus x plus y is equal to 10. So the x terms are 5x and minus x. The y terms is 10y and just a y. That means we need to multiply something to the second equation so that the x terms or the y terms are same. Now which is the easiest way? Already there are two different signs over here, plus and a minus. So clearly if we multiply something to the minus x, and that would add up to eliminate x terms. What can be that number? Think. What should be multiplied to equation 2? Yes, clearly it is 5. If we multiply equation 2 with 5, that will give us minus 5. This minus 5 and this plus y, they will cancel out to eliminate the x terms, correct? So we are going to multiply equation 2 by 5. So let me write it out. We need to write out the statement. So what are we doing? We are multiplying equation 2 by 5. So on multiplying 5 to the equation 2, what does that give? We need to multiply 5 to each and every term. So that will be minus 5x plus 5 times y will be 5y. That is equals to 5 times 10 will be 50. That gives us equation 3. And now we are going to add equation 1 and equation 3. So adding, what are we doing? We are adding equation 1 and 3. So that is 5x plus 10y equals to 350 with minus 5x plus 5y equals to 50. So now let us quickly add. I hope you all are solving with me, right? So I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Go ahead and find out what is y. 10 seconds, students. Okay, I see you all are raising hand. That means you are solving, you're getting the answers right. So here, that would give us 11 participants, 12 of you are raising hands, great. So minus 5x and plus 5x will get crossed out. What are we left with? We are left with 15y. We are adding the equations, so that would be 15y equals to 400, right? And what is 400 divided by 15? Yes, that would equal to, yes everyone, I know you all are trying, keep trying. Yes, so let us look at the first equation once again. Yes, I see that. Great, thank you everyone. So let us quickly look at the first equation again. Just a minute, students. Yes, so the first equation or the first condition was the sum of two notes. We had 5 rupee notes, we had rupee 5 notes, and we had rupee 10 notes, and the total of those notes was given to be 350, right? So we started with the number of 5 rupee notes be X and the number of 10 rupee notes is Y. So sum of these two notes was to be 350. So that gave us the first equation, X plus Y equals to 350. This was the first equation. And then the second condition was that the X notes are less than the Y notes by 10, correct? So that would be Y minus X. We are subtracting the greater and smaller to get 10. This was the second equation. We write this in standard form. That would give us minus X plus Y equals to 10. This is the second equation, correct? And then we have to simplify or solve these two equations. Please double check the first equation, everyone. Please double check the first equation. The statement was the total number of notes, the total number of notes, the total number of notes was 350. We were working on total amount, right? And that's why you all were getting the answers in decimals. Yes, the total number of notes cannot be in decimals. You all are right, students. So the number of notes are, the total number is 350. So actually we directly needed to add both the numbers. That is, we were supposed to add X and Y together. So X plus Y equals to 350. That should have been the first equation. And the second one was Y minus, yes, that was minus X plus Y equals to 20. And now let us quickly solve these two equations. So that is X plus Y equals to 350, and the second one is minus X plus Y equals to 10. Clearly the X terms are same, and with opposite signs we will be adding the two equations. So adding equation 1 and equation 2, we are going to add them up, and now you would get the correct answers without any decimals. So go ahead and give it a try, students. So plus X and minus X gets crossed out. We are left with Y plus Y, that is 2Y, which is equals to 360. And then Y, the 2 moves to the other side. To divide, we get Y equals to 360 divided by 2. So Y would be equal to how much, students? Yes, Y would be equal to 180. I guess you all have got it right this time. Fantastic, fantastic. So with that, we move to the next step. That is, we find the X. Substituting Y equals to 180 in any one of the equations, that will give us X. So let us quickly substitute. We are substituting Y equals to 180 in any one of the equation. Let's say equation 1. So that is X plus Y equals to 350. We replace Y with 180. That will give us X plus 180 equals to 350. And 180, the positive 180 will move to the other side. That would be minus 180. 350 minus 180, like that. And that will give us the value of X. That is X equals to 170. I hope you all got it right. Therefore, we conclude. How do we conclude? Therefore, the number of notes, the number of rupee 5 notes, we need to frame it up as per the question. So the number of 5 rupee notes is equal to 170, and the number of 10 rupee notes is equal to 180. That's how we do the conclusion. So sorry about the beginning. The first equation, for the first equation, we started with looking at the total amount, but that was total number of notes. That gives us the first equation to be X plus Y equals to 350, and the difference was given to be 10. So Y minus X gave us 10. Solving both the equations, this is a complete view of this problem. Solving two equations, both of them, we get x and y. We got x equals to 170 and y equals to 180. Okay, let us move to the next question. Let us move to the next question. Now for this question, this is a solved sum from your textbook, students, but there's a printing mistake. So just check it out. This question number, we are doing it. This is the fourth question. So this is a problem on two-digit numbers. A two-digit number is 4 times the sum of its digits. If we interchange the digits, the number obtained is 9 less than 4 times the original number. Then find the numbers. Yes. So how do we start? We start with setting up the variables. Now for this type of problems where the two digits are involved, we set up the problem by using a table. Okay. So when we look at a two-digit numbers, there is a tens place and there is a units place, right? And overall, if we check, the question is on the original number and new number, that is the interchanged number, right? So original number and a new number. So how do we set up this table? This table makes everything very easy. Okay, students, it makes it everything very easy. So you need to set up the table like this: tens place, units place, and then row wise it would be original number and the new number. Okay, we start with setting up the tens place and the units place. Let the tens place be equal to x and the units place equal to y. So the tens place is x, the units place is y. What will be the number? What will be the number? So we are going to use the expanded form over here. Like if we have a number 76, how do we write it? We write it as 7 times 10 plus 6, correct? What are we doing? We are multiplying the tens place with 10 and we are multiplying the units place with 1. We are not multiplying, we are multiplying the units place with 1. So we write it as it is over here, correct? Now we have the tens place to be x and the units place to be y. So how do we write this number? We multiply the tens place with 10. What is the tens place? It is x over here. So we are going to multiply x with a 10. So that would be 10x plus the units place. Units place is y. So the number is 10x plus y. That is the original number. So 10x plus y is the original number. And then we are given that we are supposed to interchange the digits. So what happens when we interchange the digits? What happens? Like suppose a number is 86. When we interchange the digits, that would be 68, right? And now the tens place has changed. So we need to multiply 10 with 6. So that would give us 60 plus 8, correct? So same way, we are going to interchange the digits in the table. So interchanging, the tens place will become y and the units place will become x, right? So now it's yx like that, where y is at tens place and x is at units place. Let us quickly multiply. So we are multiplying y with 10. That will make it 10y plus x. So the new or the interchanged number will be 10y plus x. Okay, good so far. And now we look at the condition. So we start with the first condition. As per the first condition, what is the first condition? So as per the first condition, we are given that a two-digit number is 4 times the sum of its digits. 4 times sum of the digits. Now in the table itself, we can extend this table like, what are the sum of digits? Sum of digits for the new number and for the original number. For now, we are asked for just the original number. So what is the sum? We will just add the tens place and the units place. That will be x plus y. Fine. So as for the first condition, it says the original number, that is the 2-digit number, is 4 times sum of its digits. Sum of its digits. Okay. So we are going to replace the words with mathematical symbols, right? So what is the original number? The original number is 10x plus y, correct? What do you mean by is means equal to 4 times. So 4 times means multiplication. So 4 times sum of its digits. What is the sum of its digits? We are adding, right? So it is x plus y. X plus y. That is how we are just transforming a statement into mathematical equation. We are replacing is with equals to, we are replacing times with multiplication. The original number is replaced by 10x plus y, and sum of its digits means x plus y. Now we need to arrange it, or we need to convert it to standard form. How do we do that? So it will be 10x plus y equals to 4 into x, that is 4x, plus 4 into y, that is 4y, correct? And then we transpose, or we shift all the terms to one side. Why so? Because the standard form is ax plus by equals to c. We want the x terms and the y terms on the left. So these terms are going to move to the left, right? So that will be 10x minus 4x plus y minus 4y equals to 0. That gives us the first condition. So what is the first condition? We are going to simplify it further. Simplifying, we get 10x minus 4x, that is 6x, and this is 1y. When there is no coefficient, it is a 1 over there. So 1 minus 4 is minus 3y, that is equals to 0. Again, if you look at the equation carefully, you can see that both the terms are divisible by 2. So we are going to divide both the terms by 2. So that makes it 3x. Oh, yes, we need to divide. I see the hands raised again. Great. I see you all are very attentive, and I'm happy about that. The common factor over here, both the numbers are divisible by 3. Great students, thank you. And we are reducing the equation. So this would be 2x minus y equals to 0. That is the first equation. So I hope you understand the working. For the first equation, we got it to be 2x minus y equals to 0. It is equation 1. Great. And now we look at the second condition to find the second equation. So I'm going to erase this part out, and we will look at the second condition. So what is the second condition? We need to write it out as per the second condition. What is the second condition? It states if we interchange the digits, it states if we interchange the digits, the number obtained, the new number obtained is 9 less than 4 times the original number. But I told you there is a correction over here. This is not 4 times, it is supposed to be 2 times. Okay, you can make this correction in your books. It has to be 2 times and not 4 times. All right, everyone. So let me write out this statement. It says the interchanged number or the new number. Okay, the interchanged number, or say the new number, is 9 less than 2 times. Okay, it is 2 times. 9 less than 2 times the original number. Fine. So we are going to convert this statement into mathematical equation, right? So the new number, we are going to replace this word new number with a new number. What is the new number? It is over here. It is 10y plus x. What do we mean by is? Is means equals to sign. So we put a equals to sign over here. 9 less than. Now be very careful over here, students. 9 less than. A less than B. A less than B is written as B minus A and not A minus B. If you put A minus B, it's wrong. All right. So like whatever the number before less than, it goes next. Okay. So A less than B is B minus A. Likewise, over here, 9 less than A means 9 less than the second part means it would be minus 9, something minus 9. Okay, so 2 times the original number. What is the original number? It is 10x plus y. So 10x plus y and 2 times. What do we mean by 2 times? We are multiplying, so we need to put this in brackets, right? So that is 10x plus y and 2 times, like that. Great. I see. Yes. So once again, I will just repeat this because I see again many hands are raised. So I'm going to repeat this process. Yes, just a minute, everyone. New number is 9 less than 2 times the original. Okay, so we are replacing the new number with the expression. What is the expression? For new number, we write 10y plus x is means equals to sign 9 less than something. So it would be something minus 9. Okay, 9 less than. And that something is 2 times the original number. So 2 times, what is the original number? It is 10x plus y. Great. And now we have to simplify this, bring it down to the original equation form. So that will be 10y plus x equals to 2 times 10. That would be 20x plus 2 times y, that would be 2y, and that is over here we need to minus 9 is written as it is, and now we need to get it into the standard form. So how do we bring it to standard form? We will get the x terms and y terms on one side, right? So that will be, just a minute, students, that will be this plus 20x moves to the this side, that would be minus 20x. So x minus 20x plus 10y plus 2y will move to that side, that would be minus 2y equals to minus 9 as it is on the right side. Correct? Now we are going to combine the like terms. So this would be minus 19x, and combining the y terms, that would give us plus 8y equals to minus 9. Great. And now we are going to multiply this everything with a negative sign, right? Why so? Because the first term, that will be positive, correct? And there is no common factor, so it is going to be as it is. So this will be 19x minus 8y equals to 9. This is our second equation. So just check, everyone, over here. Let me put it up over here. So that will be 19x minus 8y equals to 9. I hope you all are solving with me. Correct? Great. And I'm giving you 10 seconds. Go ahead and think what number should be multiplied with equation 1 to eliminate any one of the terms. What should be multiplied to equation 1 to eliminate the y terms? So that is 2x minus y equals to 0 and 19x minus 8y equals to 9. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. We need to make the y terms same. So we will multiply the first equation with 8. Yes, you all are right. We need to multiply the first equation with 8. So multiplying, we are multiplying equation 1 with 8. So that would be 8 times 2x minus y equals to 0. We will multiply 8 to each term. So that would be 8 times 2x, 16x, minus 8 times y, that would be 8y equals to 0, right? This is our third equation. And now we will relate what should be done with the two equations, that is the third equation and the second equation. So the second equation is 19x minus 8y equals to 9. What should be done, students? Same signs. That means we need to subtract so that the signs change and the y terms, they cross out, correct? So we subtract. We state it up over here. Subtracting 3, rather we are subtracting 2, so subtracting equation 2 from 3. So subtracting, what do we get? First thing, we need to change signs of the bottom row. So that would be minus, this will become plus, and this will be minus. So y terms, they get crossed out. We are left with 16x minus 19x equals to 0 minus 9. We are using the new signs. So 16 minus 19 is 3, and we give sign of greater number, that is minus 3 equals to minus 3x equals to 0 minus 9 is minus 9. And now we need to bring x by itself. So we shift this 3 to the other side. Remember the sign. Sign in front of 3 is minus. That means it will go with the sign. We are dividing, correct? So that is x equals to minus 9 divided by minus 3. Most of the time students make a mistake over here. They just minus 3, they would add it on the other side. No, that doesn't work. 3 is in multiplication over here. It will move to that side, it divides. So that gives us x equals to 3. Negative and negative gets crossed out. We are left with x equals to 3. And now we need to find y. So what is y? How do we find that? We will substitute x in any one of the equations. So substituting x equals to 3 in any one of the equations. Let us use the first equation, 2x minus y equals to 0. 2x minus y equals to 0. So substituting, that would be, we are just replacing x with 3. We are just replacing x with 3. Minus y equals to 0. So 2 times 3 is 6. Minus y equals to 0. This minus y can move to that side and it will become plus y. So we are left with x equals to y. That means we got x equals to 3 and y equals to 6. And now we know the original number. What is the original number? That was of the form, let me show it to you in the table. The original number is 10x plus y, correct? So we need to write it out over here, 10x plus y, and substitute the values of x and y. That would be 10 times 3 plus y, that is 6. So that would be 30 plus 6, and the number is 36. So that's how we complete this problem. And these are special type of problems, most times repeated in the exam, right? And application based, very nice, and many different type of questions have been formed on 2-digit numbers. So do practice out, and the best part is use this table. You will never go wrong. Use this table. So once again, quickly, first step is setting up the table and setting up the variables. Second step is to get the equations. Solving the equation is the third step. And the last step is simplifying. We get x and y. And conclusion, that is to be written in the question format. That is 10x plus y over here. The original number was 36, like that. I hope you enjoyed today's class. And since we are running out of time, I think there is no room for a quiz. Let me just confirm with Almas ma'am.
Ma'am, you can conduct.
Okay, great, great. Thank you. And yes, everyone. So what are you supposed to do? You all know it already. You need to go to Google, use any web browser, correct? Using any web browser, you need to type in joinmyquiz.com. You need to type in joinmyquiz.com, right? With that, you would be asked for a code. Let me quickly share the code. Just a minute, students. Go to any web browser, type in joinmyquiz.com, and hit enter. You will be redirected to the first link. Click on the first link and you will be asked for a code. The code is here on my screen. You can see it now. That is 538276. 538276 is the code. Once you enter the code, you will be asked for a name. Please type in your name. And there you are. Sahil, Sujata, Krish, Sharmeen, Pooja Singh, Mohika, Ritesh, Trisha, Ria, Sarvesh, great. Nisha, Sufia, Vijay, Danish, Shravan, great. You all are doing great. Let me repeat the code. It is 538276. That's the code. Again, solving maths is a good exercise for the left brain. And the quiz is going to be really simple and easy. The thing is just that you need to be accurate with a good speed. Accuracy and speed will bring you on top of the leaderboard. Accuracy and speed will bring you on top of the leaderboard. We are going to wait for another 30 seconds. Let other participants also join. Let me repeat the procedure. It is you need to type in joinmyquiz.com in any web browser. Go to Google, joinmyquiz.com, enter in. You will be clicking on the first link and it would ask for a code. Click on join. It will ask for a code. Type in 538276. 538276. Once you enter the code, it will ask you for a name. Enter in your name with school name and you can join. You will be here on the dashboard. Yes, we can see 100 participants are ready now. Great. We will begin in another 30 seconds. We see the total participants is 390. Great going. Keep on joining, students. We will wait for another 10 seconds and we will begin because already we are running out of time. Another 10 seconds and we will begin. Everyone, go ahead and try it out. Another 5 seconds, students. Great. Hamza has joined. Priyanshu, Hema, Gauri, Abdul, Raj, Pravati, Piyush, Somaya. Great, great. With that, I'm going to start the quiz. Others can keep joining in with the code 538276. You can see the code on my screen. And there you go. I have hit on start. Yes, everyone, there you are. That is your first question. Go ahead. I can see Shravan is on top again. Shravan has been the first person for the last 3 quizzes. So it's a tough competition for Shravan again. Shravan, all the best and go slow. Don't make any mistakes. Tanveer, Sharmeen, Abdul, Avnish are among the top 10 students. Khushi is on 4th now. Sheikh is on 2nd. All of you, just concentrate. The questions are easy. Read them slow. Go slow. Be very careful. Select the choice. Taking good care of the choice. Read it twice and thrice. Look at all the choices. Don't be in a hurry. And Shravan has got 1 wrong. So again, all of the other students, they have a chance to be on the top. Go ahead. Yes, you all are doing great. Let us see how many of them are already doing the quiz. Great. We can see 70 of them have already started and few more participants can keep joining. Shravan has completed his quiz with 8,930 points and we can see Rajkumar is on top now, first. And the third person is Tanveer, great. Sarvesh, Dubey, Saif, Pooja Singh is on 8th number. Nisha, Nischay, Aryan are among the top 10 students. Keep trying, students. Keep trying. You all are doing great. Read the questions carefully. Go slow. Time and accuracy both matter. Time and accuracy, both of them matter. Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Sahil is on 10th number, Nisha is on 6th number, Rajkumar 4th number, and we can see Ankit Pal is on 1st now, with Tanveer on 2nd. They have completed their quiz. 2 more questions to go, students. Keep trying, keep trying. Kushi is on 4th. Nakshatra is on 4th now. And the leaderboard has freezed for the first 2-3 participants, for the top 2-3. Anyone at the bottom can begin again and, get the name on first. Shahad is on first now. Great. It all depends on accuracy and time, students. Keep going, keep going. Already I can see, yes, already 45, more than 60 of you have completed the quiz. Yes, that's great. We are going to wait for another 10 seconds and I'm going to end the quiz. Another 10 seconds, students. Another 10 seconds. Keep going, keep going. You all are doing great. Try to finish the quiz fast. In another 5 seconds, I'm going to end it. In another 5 seconds. Wonderful, wonderful. Great. And with that, I'm going to end the quiz. Fantastic. You all are doing great. I'm not able to end it. Yes. There you go. And the top 3 participants, third is Tanveer, second is Ankit, and the first person is Shahad. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations. And with that, I'm going to move back to the main slide. Yesterday, there were 412 participants in this quiz with an overall accuracy of 69 and approx 70%, right? So today also, I guess there were more participants, but because of the time lag, we can't see all of them at that moment, right? So we had a lot of fun, I know, and I'm so proud of all of you. So you all did great. I hope you all enjoyed today's class. There is a quick feedback, and again you need to go back to the same link, quizizz.com, and you need to fill out a quick feedback, students. This is going to be a quick poll of, it would take just another minute. Okay, it would take just a minute. So try to join again with the same wordings, that is joinmyquiz.com. You need to go to joinmyquiz.com and be there. I'm going to share the code. It is going to be a quick poll. It is going to be a quick poll, and there are just 4 questions. Yes, you should be able to see the code on my screen now. That is the code. You have to go to joinmyquiz.com. You have to enter in the code 586264. 586264 is the code. And once you click on go, you will be there on the dashboard. Yes, that is going to be a quick poll on how you feel about this class, how you feel about linear equations, how confident you are, how much do you enjoy this class, which part is the best part about this class, how do you find the quiz. There is going to be a short, quick poll. Everyone, just try to join myquiz.com, enter in the code 586264. Once we reach 100 participants, quickly, I will start the poll at my end. Everyone, go ahead. Yes, the link is joinmyquiz.com. Once you click on it, it will ask you for a code. The code is 586264. The code is 586264. Once you enter in the code, it will ask for your name. Enter in your name and you will be here on the dashboard. We have crossed 100 participants, and yes, I'm going to start the poll now. Others, keep joining. You can keep joining. Yes. There is no time limit for this. You just need to go through the question and you can just fill in, try to answer out. There are 4 questions. Read it carefully and try to select the correct smiley on how you feel about the question. So it is all on emotions. Emojis are used. Yes, I see that 2 of you have already completed. It is not on speed. It is nothing, speed has nothing to do with it. You need to read the question carefully and type in or select the particular emoji that suits that question. There is nothing about accuracy and speed. This is a poll on how you feel about this class. Another 30 seconds and I'm going to end the poll. Yes, students, another 30 seconds and I'm going to end the poll. I can see all of you have completed. Yes, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for attempting the poll as well. I'm going to end it at my end now. I guess it has not ended. Okay, thank you for the poll, students. And because of there is some time lag, and